Hi, my name is Savannah, and so my name is Savannah, and the culture I decided to do my presentation on is Germany. So my presentation context that I'll be going throughout the presentation is the history. Then I'll talk a little bit about the languages that are spoken in Germany, the different religions that take place there, the holiday celebrations that they have there, some traditional clothing, a little bit about the foods, the music, and then we'll end it with the conclusion. So, a little bit about their history. So, Germany in World War One, they ha were defeated. Then we also have Hitler coming into power, and then eventually they start invading Poland, and that is what starts off World War Two. And then Germany, during World War II, Germany is able to take over a lot of Europe. Eventually, the war ends, and that ends with World War II ends with Germany surrendering to its allies. Now, some of the different languages that are spoken in Germany is mainly German, and then they have some minority languages that are spoken, which are Sorbian and North Frisian, but that is only spoken by like a very small number percentage of people in the population. Now, some of the main religions practiced in Germany are Christianity, Catholicism, and Protestantism. And this is just a picture of showing you the different percentage of the population that practices each of these religions. And next we have the different holiday celebrations. A big holiday celebration for them are Christmas. They also celebrate New Year's a lot. Then there's Good Friday, which is the Friday before Easter that they celebrate. And then a big holiday for them that is not religion related would be their German Unity Day. And then the image right here shows their celebration for Christmas. And then in the middle image, it shows their celebration that they do for their German Unity Day. And then the third image is their celebration for Good Friday, which is the Friday before Easter. Then we have, then we talk a little bit about clothing. So modernly, their clothing is more elegant and it tends to follow the latest trends that are going on. But if we are looking back to their more traditional clothing from back then, it's a little bit different. They were mainly wearing blouses or skirts, and stuff like that that would be paired together, or aprons, they'd have that a lot. And in the following photos, you can see in the middle, she has it's more modern clothing. And then um, on the sides, you see the more traditional clothing, which are like the aprons and the dresses and the skirts that are all paired together. That was their more traditional clothing back then that they would wear. Then we have the different foods. There's a lot of popular foods, but these are some of the three that a couple that I found that they use a lot. The first one is brat and brötchen, which is basically a loaf of bread that is paired with almost any meal. That's probably like the most popular thing that they have on us on the side for any meal that they'll have. The second one is the Kazim Pazzle, and this dish is a layering of just small pasta and cheese and fried onion. And then we also have the Kartoffelpuffer, which is basically a consistence of fried pancakes, potatoes, eggs, and flour. And obviously, most of their meals and diets consist of bread and various meats. That's what most of their dishes consist of. And because of this, they don't really have good health over there. And some images, this would be that loaf of bread that they eat with pretty much anything there. And then that second, the quesadilla, that would be this third image, and then the pancakes would be the one in the middle. And then we also have their music. The cultural music in Germany was mainly classical. That was like what they were mainly known for. So things like Bach, Beethoven, Brahms, Slager, stuff like that. That's what they would known for. And then their operas and their orchestras, as you can see the images in the next photo, that's what they would do a lot. And then in conclusion, just to wrap it all up, the main religion in Germany was Christianity. They're very known for their classical music. When it comes to clothing, it was very dresses and aprons and blouses that were put together. The Out of all the dishes, the main one that I saw that they had was their loaf of bread, which is what they pair with any meal. And then the main language spoken was German. And that is it. Thank you guys.